Alrighty then, so I'ma make this quick. Not fast like blitzing out, but I'ma make it quick nonetheless. So basically, last time I left off, like I said, I was only gonna make this 2 parts. I'm not going past 3. So basically, Deku, he comes back and he decides that Deku is currently like 14, doesn't really need to go to school. Actually, Inko refuses to let him go to school. Why? Because let's just say she's being forced by some certain gods to not let Deku go to school. Why? Because his intellect is a little too dangerous towards the people in his society. And by some, I meant all. So basically, Inko said, alright, so Deku stayed home. Alright, he's never been homeschooled. Deku, he mostly just went on adventures in other worlds, other dimensions, and shit like that. So basically, Deku says, alright, as you know, his girlfriend's, Aphrodite and, Bistus, I legitimately can't say her name. Basically, cat goddess, yes. So basically, Deku decides that, alright, he's gonna go to UA. Now, Deku doesn't really care about being a hero. He just wants the experience to go to school. So he decides that he's gonna go to UA. So Deku, he decides to go to UA next year, because he's currently 14. Well, his body currently is 14. His mental state, his spiritual body, his godlike body is over a few eternities years old. By that I mean at least a few 100 quadrillion eternities years old. So, yeah. Like I said, time in Valhalla, or heaven, or the sacred place of God, time moves faster there. Yay. So, basically, Deku goes to UA. He goes to UA, he takes the test. Like, Bakugo doesn't even recognize him, alright? Bakugo doesn't recognize him because, well, his hair is longer and he has blonde hair instead of green hair. So Bakugo notice not of who Deku is, but he'll know who Deku is. So basically, Deku takes the written test and it's fine. Now it's time for the combat test. Now, Deku's not trying to show much of his power, so he does the tactical thing. He decided to, well, use a small percentage of lightning. Alright, a small percentage of lightning. Enough to short circuit the robots. Now, one thing is that he made sure that when he was going against the, well, really big robot, or the 0-pointer, he made it look like he short-circuited his brain. Just like Denki, but, well, without like the whole 200 watts thing. For Deku, he could do it. 200 watts is practically easy for him. Just touching somebody with lightning is 200 watts, so Deku doesn't really need to worry about that. So Deku used 500 watts. 500 million watts, I know, right? And he made sure to control it so that it doesn't go to anybody else or any of the communication things or anything like that. So, yeah. And yeah, 0-pointer was defeated like that. And basically, Deku was put into UA. Now, on the first day, Bakugo wanted to start some shit with Deku like he did in the anime. But he did it inside the class, and Deku just ignored him until, like, he showed his strength in the quirk apprehension test. And, yeah, so Bakugo was stopped by Aizawa again. Aizawa was seeing full well how Deku wasn't even fazed by Bakugo's appearance. It's as if Deku knew, and Deku legitimately knew it was going to happen. Why? Because he stole Cronus' ability to use time. And he has, well, Odin's knowledge. And knowledge that far surpasses Odin. So, yeah. So, basically, Deku says, alrighty then, time to enjoy life to the fullest. I mean, he has a chance to make friends, but Deku, he doesn't care about the class. He doesn't care about them whatsoever. Like, he doesn't care. And it's not because his friends are the gods. It's because, well, of one thing. He can see their true colors and what they want to be a hero for. The only person that he probably would be friends with is Momo. But he doesn't know for sure. So, anyways, Momo came up to him trying to talk. Now, Deku, he talked to Momo, but while he was talking to Momo, he had a feeling that he was gonna die if he doesn't stop talking to Momo. And he doesn't know why, but he doesn't care. Why? He's not fearful. But then he remembers, ah shit, it's Freya. And the Freya I'm talking about has like the abilities of Danmachi Freya, so practically boundless as hell. And why do I say boundless? Well, that's simple. Because she's able to create a dimensional space with practically infinite dimensions in it. Actually, on the topic of scaling, Meliodas should be able to clap Goku and Vegeta and Naruto. Now I'll explain when my new series comes out after this one. So yeah, everything goes as canon, you know, but Deku like everything goes as canon the same way it does everything, except for the Muscular fight. He bodies Muscular. Why? Because he heard Koda's backstory and he was kind of pissed at Muscular, so he had to blitz Muscular. But the All for One and One for All fight, he didn't interfere in, so he just watched. So yeah, that's what happened. It's basically that was the war arc. Now Deku already sees this coming. Deku doesn't care. Why? Because Deku plans to end this immediately before it even starts. So while Shigaraki's over here getting, well, powered up, Deku pulls up on the doctor and All for One and starts beating their shit in prison. Well, he beats All for One's shit in prison, kills All for One, and then moves on with his day. Now, after dealing with the doctor, he went to Shigaraki. He waits until Shigaraki, well, gets out. Now everything goes as canon, everything around Shigaraki starts disintegrating. All except one thing, one being, one entity, and one unity. And that is the unity known as Deku. As Shigaraki's thinking that, oh, he's probably an illusion or something, so he tries to hit Deku. And he actually hits Deku. Now, the moment he hit Deku, that's when he finally realized that, oh shit, I'm gonna die. Now, he tries to run, but he's incapable of running. Why? Because Deku immediately grabbed his hair, slamming him to the ground, saying, you know, it's not good to attack people that didn't attack you. As he proceeds to take Shigaraki, drag him by the hair all the way to UA. Goes to UA, slams him, basically, well, all over the place. Now, with each slam, a bone is being broken. And after each bone is being broken inside of Shigaraki's body, an organ is being broken. The organs that are safe are his lungs, his heart, and his brain. Now, after that, Deku says, alright, I think it's about time you start losing limbs. So, you guessed it. Toes, fingers, feet, hand, forearm, kneecaps, legs, arms, shoulders, and yeah. Now Deku decides to spin him around, and intestines and shit start flying out. Like, respectfully, intestines and shit start flying out of him. And basically, after he's done, Shigaraki is nothing more than a head. A head with no skeleton nor a brain. It's just, well, practically a mask, basically. As basically, he throws him on the floor. He moves on with his day. He says, alright kids, bye. As Nezu says, but you still have classes. Deku says, oh no, you don't get what I mean, right? I'm leaving. I'm not coming back. Bye. As Nezu says, but didn't you come to be a hero? As Deku says, nope. I came here for the experience of, well, going to school. As Nezu says, but don't you already? As Deku says, nope. Since a very young age, I've never went to school. So, it wasn't really my problem. As Nezu says, oh, okay then. As Deku says, well, I'll be going now. Have a nice day. As all of a sudden, he seemingly teleports. To where he teleports is obvious. To Valhalla. Which, you know, first thing he goes do is talk to the gods of death. Why? Because those are the most respected niggas and shit like that. And, you know, they have a nice chat, but then he goes to, well, meet his girlfriends, or his fiancés to be exact. Yeah, they're fiancés. So basically, Deku talks to them. Deku talks to them and shit like that, and Deku decides that he's gonna bring Inko to Valhalla. So he brings Inko to Valhalla. Inko enjoys her time in Valhalla, and well, she spends the rest of her life there. Since she can't really die since she's already in heaven, so she just stays there. And yeah, him, Freya, and Cat Goddess got married. I'm not saying the name. I'm really not saying the name. And yeah, they had they didn't have kids. Yeah, they didn't have kids. Well, they had kids, but after a few eternities, and I'm not gonna name them. You know, Izumi, and Izuna. Yeah. Alrighty then. Yay. Alrighty then, that's done with. Alright then, now with my next what if.